This is 1800 Elo Yi. Let me just make sure this is recording. Yeah. Okay. So here I am, 1800 again, and this time I'm actually going to talk about gameplay. So I'm AFK because I'm just that good at the game. I could just wait in fountain. Maybe I have this paused. No, I'm pretty sure I'm AFK.
Welcome to
So,
Summoner's
once I hear
Rift.
welcome to Summoner's Rift, I buy my stuff and I get out of here. So I'm just going to keep it around this speed for the whole video. It saves me a lot of work and it's probably less distracting.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
But I'm going to start Wolves. I'm against Vi Jungle. And this is the start so far. And some things to note. I actually like our Cassin because unlike many Cassins I see, he understood that when he's facing an AD caster, he actually took armor rooms, which is excellent. That's what you're supposed to do. And a lot of people don't realize this, and they just run into the lane with no armor. But at 1800 Elo, you should probably know these things. So I'm just walking around. I'm gonna go get my rep up. I'm gonna check it, just in case Vi invades, because Vi is really good at invading and counter jungling early, because she can go over a lot of walls with her Q. So once I check it, I do golems and I go straight for it. Now, when I looked, I noticed that Cassin had exhaust. I'm like, oh cool, I have exhaust too, so ganking mid should be easy. I wait for Pantheon to move up after taking raves. I'm level 4 at this point. So we just walking auto attack and he's basically a free kill. Team stalking. So I used my exhaust after him. Cassin stepped back a little bit because I guess he didn't realize I was going to use my exhaust. But it worked out fine. We got the kill thanks to double strike. And I want to go bottom. But just to take out some of the summoners, card flashes on her. She wastes his cleanse, and I'm gonna come back around because for whatever reason she's still up. She has to flash because my double strike took her too low. I take these traps from my lane here because it'll help them have more places they can position without those traps there, and they don't really hurt me much. I have pots, so I'll just leave it up. I asked Darius if he's level 6 right about here because I know at level 6 we can gank Kha'Zix really easily. He says yes, so I'm gonna look for something to do in the meantime. I go over these raids, take them, my Alpha Strike procs on all of them. And I'm up to go help Darius. Kha'Zix walks down, last Q, ignite, we get the kill. So at this point I have Highlander, so I'm gonna probably lane game bottom like I always do. Give Cassin blue because Cassin with blue is like incredibly strong. Most of the time no mages or any ranged champ is afraid of Cassin until he has blue buff and level 6. After that, Cassin just can beat like everyone in lane. His trades are like really good. Just silence Rift, walk away. If he has infinite mana, he could just keep doing that to you. So it's important that you always give mages like Cassin blue buff so that he can just dominate his lane opponent.
An ally has been slain.
So I'm going bot. I'm just gonna run down. He's stunned me. I didn't get the refresh, which sucks. If I had gotten the refresh, I could have killed Pantheon potentially. Taric actually took that one. Just make sure it was speed on that.
An enemy has been slain.
Alright, there we go. So Cassin kills Vi, he gets out of there easily. I'm going to try again top again. But he backs off. And then he starts coming back. So I'm like, oh wait, he's coming back, and he backs off again. So at this point I figured it was Worget. Which it probably was. I'm not in spectator. So I pretty much figured that was Worget and I would have to come back some other time. And I buy mobility boots. Why? I actually am starting to like mobility boots better than Zerk Reefs just because I could just walk around the map super quickly. and it's
An
just
ally
very
has
awesome.
been slain.
So Vi kills Kha'Zix. I mean, Vi kills Darius, but I know she's low, so I find her at Golem. Oh, attack Golem, and I get ulti. So at that point, I saw Pantheon's ult down, so I had to just walk out of there. Mobility Boots helped me get out of there. I call Pantheon's ulti, so bot lane and mid lane can know they're not going to get jumped on. Global cooldowns, it's important to keep the track of, even more so than other cooldowns, because it doesn't affect just you, it affects the people you're laning against. So everyone has to know the cooldown, and not everyone sees it happening, so you have to call it. So we're going to set up for this dragon soon. And I just take this farm mid and go straight to dragon with my mobility boots. Make sure you smite it so that nobody can steal it, and I'm off to red buff. Now, we have a pretty solid late game, and part of the reason we have such a solid late game is Casson. He's like incredibly strong. I think people highly underrate Casson. They think he gets stomped by bruisers. I don't think there's any bruiser or anyone who can compete with how good Casson really is in team fights. Go in, burst the target, decent AoE, silence, slow, and then he's just so safe while doing all this that he's an incredibly strong champion to team fight with. He only struggles like early in the laning phase, and a lot of Cassins do not know how to farm with him, which also creates problems. I run in, kill this minion. I stepped to the side there to avoid the trap, but while I was stepping to the side, I realized I had my double strike up, so I was like, oh, that's gonna kill him. Caitlyn thought she could stand next to the turret. Never do that. Never do that. Against someone like Master Yi who can rip through you in seconds, never stand next to the turret. Especially when he's around, because you never know, maybe one day he just decides to all in you, and that's exactly what I did to her. She had two options, stay under tower and take damage from Draven, or try to run away, and sadly you don't run from Master Yi. I wait around here for my Ghost Blade, which is basically, in my opinion, the strongest item you could buy on Yi. I've said this like several times. It's the best item to buy on Master Yi. It gives you, it amplifies everything you need. So you're not like just damage and like some crit strike, you're everything you want. You got the armor pen, damage, crit, attack speed, and you're basically gonna do whatever you want. So Kha'Zix stands next to me, I go in on him, but we couldn't really do anything there because Darius didn't pull him or get any stack time. So I just back off. I call to my team that I have no ultimate because I need it a lot to team fight, or even just do most of my damage. I would need my ultimate. So while my ultimate's down, I'm going to push top out of it and try to get some farm here. I have mobility boots, so even if someone comes, I could just outrun them, which is awesome. Which is why I might just replace Berserkeries or mobility boots like every single game. Once again, give that blue over to Casson, because he's just... I actually like playing Casson, but I'm pretty bad at him. I need a lot of... He takes a lot of practice, but other than that, he's a solid champion. So my team just keep me in the middle. I wanted to go bottom, but those eyes had me think. And I see Vi engage on Draven. I'm like, oh, sure, I'll take some 3 kills. And you could just see how fast we just tear through everyone. And Casson's like burst. If they stand in a line like that, his AoE is crazy. And if they keep casting spells, that's even more AoE damage for him. So I'm trying to get top tower down, but I have no mana, so I'm not going to alpha strike those minions to make sure I have enough for Highlander in case something happens. Turns out something does happen, but again, I just walk away because I have mobility boots. So I call Pantheon's ultimate again, so my team knows and isn't too afraid of Spartan falling from the sky. take these wolves, and I go back top. You gotta keep pushing, man. Most farm in the game is what we aim for, which it's unrealistic because you are the jungler. But if you pull it off, your lanes are gonna be pretty far behind. But it's okay because I just get some free damage on Vi, who has pretty decent amount of armor now, and you can stack the red. I crit that one for myself. Cassian we just blow her up. Pantheon jumps in, we blow him up too. It's pretty easy with Cassian. I let my team just stay positive while I push. Like, you could just... This game is just pretty easy for us because we just have so much single target damage with stacked on the single target RTC of Tarek, Stun, Cassian that we just blow up anyone. It doesn't matter how tanky they want to get. Like, if you look at Vi's build, she has Warmons, she's going for a random Omen, but that's not going to matter. She's still going to get blown up if we commit to her. And that's pretty good for single target teams. It's good to have that. Cassian covers a little bit of AoE we need, but it's more of just his utility that we're relying on to blow somebody up. They can't flash out of it because they're silenced. So we have a solid comp, and we're definitely going to win. At this point, it's pretty certain we're going to win. But we just gotta keep farming. Now, I just blow up. Oh, by the way, double strike crits are not luck. It's 100% skill, as you just saw there. I got the double strike crit on Caitlyn. So, it's all skill. That's all I'm gonna say. And they surrender, so... That's another 1800 Elo Jungle Yi. I still have the other one where I utilize the Bork and team foil a lot. It's 20 minutes-ish longish, but I'm going to upload it anyway. But for now, this is what I have. Thanks for watching, and subscribe.